Alright, Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rukak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the old for the elect. Alright, the men that are pushing this truth in the four corners in the highways and byways. Alright, and once again, all praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rukak Wadash. Alright, this brother Yakar once again, and I just did a lesson, and I was thinking about something I said in the lesson, right? And it was going into not being rash with your mouth. Alright, and this lesson, through the spirit, can just deal with that hasty tongue. Because as men of understanding, you're not supposed to be a blah blah, alright, or a man that love to babble. It's just to the point, assertive. Know exactly what it is that you want, and you just get it done. You don't have to speak this, and you speak in a semantic way. You just say exactly what it is. Alright, so this lesson gonna be entitled "Just Be a Man, a Few Words." Alright, and started off with Sirach chapter 20. Alright, and let's start from verse 1. It says, "There's a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise." You see, so a man can hold his tongue. A wise man will hold his tongue. A wise man is not going to be always wanting to jump on something. He can just hold his tongue at times. Alright, verse 2 it says, "It is much better to reprove than to be hungry secretly, and he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt." Let me see. Yeah, verse 5 it says, "There is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, another by much babbling becometh a fool." So a wise man gonna hold his tongue, and a babbler, he just let me read it back. Salaki, it says, "There's one that keepeth silence and is found wise, another by much babbling becometh hateful." Ain't nobody wants to be around a man that loves to talk, and love to talk perverseness, that is, because guess what, when you among the Akim, you're going to talk about the scriptures, and you're going to talk a lot about the scriptures, but vain babbling, you hate vain babbling. Everyone hate vain babbling. Not at all time. You would have their energy, so to speak, to listen to some bullshit. Alright. It says, verse 6. It says, "Some man holdeth his tongue because he had not to answer." And that's a big thing. Alright. Like a fool, when he's asked a question, he gonna bluff his way. He gonna bluff his way to try and answer it, so that he can appear smart, alright, or wise, salakia, because smart means being, alright, just so he can appear as a wise person, but a wise man, if you don't know, you can just hold his tongue. Alright, it says, "Because he had not to answer, and some keep it silence, knowing his time." You see, so a wise man will know when to speak and when not to speak. Alright, a wise man will say, "Hey, if I speak now, then guess what, this could happen, that could happen." Alright, but fool, he gonna just speak because he has a mouth. He gonna speak because he wants to be heard. Alright, but a wise man know his time. You see, verse 7, it says, "A wise man will hold his tongue till he see opportunity, but a babbler and a fool will regard no time." That's the point, A babbler and a fool would care less about what time it is. A babbler and a fool would care less about who is around. Alright, he would just want to speak just so he can appear to be wise. Alright, but a wise man, he gonna be circumspect. Look around. Hey, if I speak now, then this person could misinterpret my words. If I speak, or if I say something in this way, this person could take it that way. A wise man will just be circumspect, discern, alright, and give that reason before everything that he speak. But fool, shit. Alright, it says, he that useth many words shall be abhorred, and he that taketh to himself authority, therein shall be hated. And that's the thing. Don't take authority to yourself. Alright? People take authority by their words. Like, hey, they start giving people orders. They speak a certain way. They start speak a lot just so that they can usurp authority. Alright? They overspeak persons, by, hey, for example, you may carry on a conversation with someone, alright, and you find that this person, every time that you say something, they have something to say to add to what you're saying, and then try to debunk what it is that you said, alright, and just try to outspeak you. That's a fool. That's them taking authority over you. Alright? And that's straight up a fool. It says, therein shall be hated. Alright? Let me get some other precepts. Wisdom of Solomon 18 verse 12. Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8 verse 12. When I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give good ear unto me. If I talk much, they lay their hands upon their mouth. Alright? So when I hold my tongue, they shall bide my leisure, and when I speak, they shall give ear unto me. You see, so that's the thing with us in this truth. We're supposed to, when we speak, have weight to weight is that we say. All right, not just speaking for speaking sake, or speaking, with much words. But when we speak, let people listen. Let it be something edifying. All right. Let me get Proverbs 29 verse 11. Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 29 verse 11. It says, a fool uttereth his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. Alright, and this going back to that precept that say that, a wise man, will speak when he sees opportunity. A wise man will know his time. Alright, but a fool, as soon as something happen, he let go. Every single thing he gonna speak. He gonna speak your secrets, things that are confidential between you and him. He gonna let everything go. Alright, that's why it says a fool uttereth all his mind. Everything that he know, everything that is in his mind, he gonna just say it. Alright, he will care less about the time, about what's going on at that specific time, Alright, but a wise man keep it in till afterward. Alright. Yeah. Get Sirach 5 and verse 11. Sirach 32. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 32, and verse 7. It says, speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art hacked twice. Alright, and this is one of my favorite precepts. Alright, because this literally is speaking to brothers that just came into the truth. Alright, which are now getting this knowledge. Alright, and that's something that we ought to do, that we're supposed to speak if there be need of us, not just speak because we want to. Alright, not just speaking because we want our voice to be heard. We want to seem as though we know everything that's going on right now, or we know everything about the scriptures, but just speak when there's a need. Alright, it says, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. You see, let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Alright? Let that few words that you say, let it be weighted. All right, let it have a lot of meaning behind it. You know, not just vain words. You know, let it be edifying. You know, it says comprehending much in few words. You know, in those few words, everything that you had to say, you know, just comprise it. You know, summarize it into those few words. All right. It says, "Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue." You see, so it's not about what you know. It's not about trying to say something because you know something. But at times you have to just fall back. All right, and just know something, and just be as though you don't know. You know, and that goes into that humility, being humble. All right, being meek, preferring one another before yourself. You see, all right. And yet order to stone, verse 9, it says, "If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them." All right, and one of the ways that you make yourself equal with great men is by speaking every time that there's something, you have something else to say. You know, if they say X, you're gonna say Y. If they say A, you're gonna say B. No, you know, don't make yourself equal with great men. All right, equal with them, and when ancient men are in place, use not many words. All right. Um. Yeah. Sirach 28. It's 18 verse 28. Sirach 18. It's precepts. 20 verse 18. Yeah. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 20 verse 18. It says, it says, yeah, to slip upon a pavement is better than to slip with thy tongue. All right, and when you speak a lot, you know, you give opportunity to slip with your tongue. You know, so the fall of the wicked shall come speedily. You see, so don't speak much. You know, just know exactly what it is that you want to say and say it. You know, you don't have to seem like 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 you went to some university, or you went to some or you got some masters or some degree or something. No, you know, just be simple. All right, not simple in the sense of being foolish, you know, but just being ordinary, so to speak. All right, then no need for the extravagant. You see, it says, Sirach chapter 28. Sirach 28, and read from verse 24. It says, "Look that thou hedge thy possession about with thorns, and bind up thy silver and gold, and weigh thy words in a balance." You see, so weigh your words in a balance. All right, like before you speak something, you know, you be like, hey, if I say this, then this could happen. If I say that, you know, then this could be the outcome. You know, you weigh it in that balance. All right, and make a door and a bar for thy mouth. Beware thou slide not by it. You know, be careful. You know, be, that you don't slide by your words, but you don't slip by your words. All right, and like the scripture that we read before, it says that it's better to slip on a pavement than to slip with your words. All right, it says, "Beware lest thou slide by it, lest thou fall before him that lieth in wait." You see, let me get scripture saying Proverbs, I think it's verse Proverbs. Let me just search it. It says, hasty is hasty hope open this is Proverbs chapter 29. Alright, it says, Proverbs 29 and verse 20, it says, seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him. See? So guess what? A fool, alright, can get this knowledge and become wise. Alright? But a man that is hasty in his words, you know, guess what? You're gonna always slip. You're gonna always be in the area, alright, of sin. You know? Like the scripture saying, Ecclesiastes chapter 5, that, you know, some men, they consider not that they do evil, alright, but so with that, you know, if you're hasty in your words, guess what? You're gonna always be in sin. Alright? It says, let me finish this off. It says, seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than of him. You know, a fool have more hope than a man that is hasty in his words. Alright, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 in verse 1, it says, keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. Alright, for they consider not that they do evil. You know, so men don't consider that they do evil by being hasty in their words. Alright, by speaking much, by babbling vainly. You see, verse 2, it says, be not rash with thy mouth. You know, so before you say anything, you know, you just fall back, give a couple seconds thought, alright, and then speak. You know, the scriptures say that Sirach 37 verse 16. Yeah. Sirach chapter 37 and verse 16, it says, let reason go before every enterprise, and counsel before every action. Right? You know, so every single thing that you do, you know, whether you speak, alright, whether it be speaking, whether it is be, you know, you putting your hand to some labor, whether it is that you go to do something, a job or whatever it is, it says, let reason go before every enterprise. Before everything that you do, reason within yourself. Alright, and when you read a few verses above, you know, it goes into, you know, seeking counsel, from who to seek counsel from, who not to seek counsel from. You know, you remaining with a godly man, you know, and letting your mind, you know, let me read it. It says, verse 13, it says, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than he. Right? You know, so the counsel, the reason of your own mind, alright, of your own heart, you know, is more faithful than any man. Alright? But at the same time, you know, you have to consider that your mind, your heart is deceitfully wicked above all things. Alright? So everything that you do, you have to line it up with the scriptures. You know, you reason within yourself with the scriptures. Now going back to the point that I was making, it says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. Right? You know, so before you say anything, before you do anything, you know, you reason within yourself. Alright? Put your words in that balance. You know? Turn back to Ecclesiastes chapter 5, it says, be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. You see? Let your words be few. Alright? Yeah, and that's it. Let me see if this precept, and 10 verse 19. This is Proverbs chapter 10 verse 19. It says, in the multitude of words they wanted not sin. He that refraineth, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. You see, a man that will hold his tongue, is a wise man. All right, and that's how we're supposed to be. Wise. Holding our tongue. All right, speak when we need to. Giving their reason. Their counsel. All right, before we say anything. All right. So with that, hopefully this short lesson, this quick lesson was edifying. Shalom.